Ladies and gentlemen, hello, good evening, welcome back to Thea, the Awakening! This is maybe the end of the Let's Play. We've got the Umbrage Lord, the boss of the giants here, and also a Mroki and 6 other giant things. This is gonna be a hell of a fight. I don't actually feel super confident about our abilities to win this one without taking any losses. Let's do it.
You slew 6 groups of giants and followed the signs of the Great Shadow. A black, lifeless form grows out of the ground before you and stands as tall as 2 dragons. It roars at you.
You killed giants. You waste their deaths, but I see you are not worthy of my time. I feared my enemy rising up, not mere worms.
The shadow creature turns and moves away as fast as the wind.
Well, we're pretty physical. Let's run. We have been training through this whole game by running away from these shadow giants. And just like giant clouds of mist in general. Now the tables have turned. Now it's our turn to run towards one of them. Yeah, let's play this out. We're gonna do this manually. We could probably auto this, to be honest. We're mostly stupidly strong. Okay. I like it. Let's counter some offense. We do have a couple of good first action folks that we can use. We got like some decent counter tactics things that we can do as well. Let's go for the offense though. Get rid of some of those cards. By some of those I mean 1. Yeah, that's all we got. That's okay though. It was still better than nothing. I'm okay with that. 7s and 8s. 10 and 12. That's all we can do. Okay. Alright. Well, that one is just dead automatically. So that little attack buff doesn't do anything. Haha! Outsmarted you, giant abstract muscles. I guess we can just support the hell out of this character. This is the one that has the most health out of everything that's out there. If we shifted you to the front... we'd have to shift both of them to the front. Because then we could go kill, kill, and then the Lihos are taking this one out. Kill, kill, kill. Yeah, I like that. Alright, we'll just do it this way. It's fine. Good way to do it. Hooray! Yay, team! We're the best! We're so strong! We're chasing down an evil shadow giant that is probably gonna kill most of us, if not all of us. Seriously? It has 1 health. Well, I'm actually like super impressed with just its survival, but we got a full hand of cards here.
You chase the creature and find the lair of the Umbrage Lord.
Alright, great. Now we can end this thing.
As you watch the land, a creature of the shadows appears and speaks. I do not wish to serve my master. Please let me join you instead. You feel saying no is not an option.
Okay. Welcome aboard, another shade. The Giant's Return, there it is. You're an extra character. I was actually thinking about going back and grabbing some more extra characters, just so we have more bodies. I don't know, just in case we start dying. Only 24 damage. Only 46 armor, too. You're not actually very helpful. Oh, I guess the poison is pretty helpful. Alright, there is one other thing that I was thinking about. That'd be replacing our hammers. Which I think we have 2 hammers, right? In this group. Yeah. It'd be replacing our hammers with axes or spears. Probably axes. How much were those? I was literally just looking at the number, and it is now gone from my brain again. Striga. 32 blunt damage. So could we get an axe or a spear that gives more than 32 damage? 30 with a bunch of poison. That's probably the way to go. The other thing would be to make much better, heavier, sturdier armor. I'm not gonna, like, actually waste a bunch of time doing this. We're just gonna dive right in and see what happens. But just hypothetically speaking, if we're looking at the heaviest armor, honestly, I think I'd just want to make it out of mithril, which we don't have any of. Yet. We have been gathering mithril. How much mithril have you guys gotten? Probably only like 15 or 20 or something, right? Oh, 35. Okay, more than I realized. We could make a few mithril suits of armor. Do we have anything like that already? So I can just see, like, as a comparison. I thought we made... Yeah, so something like this is pretty good. Only 8 shielding. This is with good quality stuff, too. The silver is bringing it down a lot. The silver is going to be responsible for the dexterity, I think. So pure mithril would have even higher perception and probably more armor and shielding. That is super tempting. Yeah, I don't know. I do feel like getting the poison axes might be the way to go. Let's take one last look. Can we make anything, like, actually interesting axe-wise here? Like, hypothetically speaking, if we just go something like this. 37 and 22 life leech. That is bananas. 34 and 22. $31, 22, and 10. This is also pretty good. This is 60 to 70 damage. 60 to 70 damage. Depending on whether the poison gets doubled or not. Yeah, I mean, that is just quite literally double what we would be getting from the hammers. 30, what did I say? We're like 32 or 34 or something? That's really tough to pass up. And it would also probably be better for our elves. Because that's just a bit more base damage, but we lose out on the 10 poison. If we're going for, like, actual serious time damage, that's what I'd want. So... 13 of those. I don't think we need 13. How long would it take to make 2 of them? So we pull you down here. 5 turns? 4 turns. 3 turns. Let's make a bunch of these. Just put everything else on hold. I am totally okay doing this. The, like, mithril armor and stuff would also be kind of cool to get. But, you know, final fight, I figure we should be fully prepared. It'll take about that long for me to grab the mithril.
As you look around and admire the world, you see something of it. You spot the outlines of a tall tower on the horizon.
Alright, cool. A tower. A suspicious tower, no less. Okay. We'll just carry back the mithril. I hope you guys don't mind. I mean, we don't need them to have a ton of wood. They're gathering wood here. I'm not going to take all the other stuff. That's a lot of effort for me. We'll leave the shade with Bravo Squad, too. Do you guys have any, like, amazing fighters that I would love to grab? Oh, this is the Thunderers, the Gatherers. Yeah, honestly, like, taking the 2 elves is probably a good idea. This is for all the marbles. This is the important fight. We may as well go in at the fullest of full strengths. The Strigas are pretty good too. I don't want to leave them completely defenseless. This was an orc worker, right? So still going to be strong, not quite as strong as some others. Okay, I'm gonna steal the elves. I'll leave the shade here with you guys. The 2 elves, and probably the Striga as well. Bravo Squad, did you guys have any, like, elves or other interesting things? You do have a Striga. Oh, you have another Gottrel. That's right. You guys have, like, a full-on orc warrior. You have, like, 20 strength. Yeah, Gottrel's probably worth grabbing as well. And the elf and the Striga, if we're going to be perfectly honest. Those soul catchers do a crap ton of damage. Yeah, the more piercing and stuff we have access to and the higher damage, the better I'll feel about all this. Sorry, Bravo Squad, we're coming for you.
You enter into a wooded area. Birds are singing, the wind is gently rocking the trees. In fact, it's pretty nice. As you venture deeper, you realize that this forest is very healthy, and you even find a nursery of young saplings. This type of find could mean a lot for the village. However, you do wonder how this particular patch of the forest could be so very healthy.
Oh, interesting. I wonder if we just stumbled across like another leshy grove or something. Let's take a look around before we start chopping.
You stay still and listen to the forest, observe its movements, and look at the whole picture. Before long, you get the feeling you are watched, and soon after, one of the trees, an old oak, moves and speaks to you.
I am Lishi, the guardian of these woods, and do not like intruders. But you have shown respect thus far, so let's discuss how you may leave here with your lives. You are, in fact, in luck. We have a rogue Bouge hiding in a place we cannot follow. And you have these useful legs of yours. legs that can carry you to places fast, and no qualms about going into places you shouldn't, obviously. So what say you to hunting the boogie? In exchange, we will also reward you with a gift. Or we could kill you all, but don't care either way.
I love the Leshy, the talking tree demons. Very cool. All right, we'll agree to help again. We'll
Wise choice.
maybe get around to it, or probably not. Oh, and it's just right there. Cool. We're probably not going to do that. Let's be honest here. I was just saying that to get away from you. Probably not going to do that. Oh, geez, I may have just killed one of our elves. Oh, no. Abort. Everything is terrible. Why? Why do I ever click the auto button? Don't do it. Ah, it's the worst idea. Okay, we're fine. We have an elf who has, like, no gear. Ugh. We could almost merge the Bravo squad with the Gatherers at this point, since I'm taking all of their strongest creatures. Do we want the Striga? It inherently has a little bit of life leech. Only a little bit, though. I mean, they're fairly strong. It wouldn't be the worst idea ever. Nah, we'll leave the Striga. This is a more than healthy enough group, I think. I feel pretty confident about this. Okay, let's shoot up here and grab some axes. Who... Oh, right, the shade that we dropped off. Haha, forget about you. You can go chop down wood. And we gotta rebalance you guys to get that mithril in one go. Okay, that's fine. That worked out well. We've been making lots of axes, so that's very good. Oh geez, they're being attacked by some unliving rats that just we crushed. Perfect. Alright, Storm Sanctuary, what you guys got for us? So we have a few people that we need to just like really deck out that we've recruited, and I just have never equipped them with anything. So we will take 5 of these axes. We got like hammers and stuff too kicking around. I don't know, I don't really want any of those. I feel pretty good about our shields on the people that are using shields. 31 armor and 5 life leech. The shielding will help a little bit, I guess. I don't know, maybe the life leech is better. We'll grab one of those. 20 armor, 9 shielding, and some stuff. So range damage might be helpful. Yeah, beyond that, I don't really care about any of these other stats. We'll take some other gear here as well. Strength, life leech, yes please. Armor, I don't know, maybe somebody can have a button. Alright. Going down the line, you get an axe. I'm pretty happy with that. Oh man, those are some sick axes. Congratulations on your newfound, also pretty sick axe. You can have a strength thing, and you can have some life leech. The life leech is absolutely not going to be enough to keep people alive. Like, if one of these guys gets clubbed by a giant, they're just paste. They're a crater. They're not going to be alive. Something's going to go like, oh, 250 damage. Bam! You just went negative. You went like negative 3 times your health. Or 4 times your health. Or more. So, just ranged piercing damage is like what we've got. That's how we stay alive. That one's okay. We'll come back to you, maybe. 21 armor. What's our baseline? We have 20 armor. Why? What did I equip you with? Why did I do this? Ah, poor Gottrell the Third. Your stealth is atrocious. Yeah, be strengthy. Oh, and it's with a stealth bracelet too. Oh, good grief. Yeah, here. Just those, that's okay. Striga. Four stealth. Yeah, that's not gonna cut it. We'll go with this. And then just because you need to have something else equipped, I don't really care what else. There's the last of our axes. We can still make more of those if we need more, if I feel like I want more. 22 armor, 22 armor, 22 armor, 31 armor, 20 armor. So we'd lose the shielding, but maybe the... That's effectively 29 armor. And what is this one? 31 armor? I'm generally okay with this. I would love to replace your Eternal Destroyer. So I'd like one more axe. What is this one? 722. That's fine. That's close enough. Do we make one more axe? Are we making one more axe? What are you guys doing? We're making like a bunch of these still, right? Yeah. Okay. We could also do different spears. So hypothetically, if we look at something like this, I don't even know what makes for good spears at this point. 17 and 5 life leech. 22. It's effectively the same. More piercing, like more actual damage on the spear though is very, very helpful. 18 and 8. Yeah, I don't feel amazing about the spears. Alright, this is what we've got. We could also do... Only 26 armor. Yeah, so the high quality dragon shell armor was absolutely worthwhile. The low quality, or like normal quality stuff is not. Oh, this armor is actually pretty good. Silver and diamond? Somebody could maybe make use of that. Yeah, because this is effectively 29. This is only 26. We just have so much random junk here. Dismantle all of those, please. I have been making these just for the sake of grinding out stuff. Same with these. The infinite loop of making these. Look at that. We've made 4 high quality, terrible big hammers. Like ranged weapons and stuff would also be kind of cool. I just really don't care. Thunderers, you guys can have like a little bit of wood. You don't need much more than that. Honestly, we don't even need that much. Oh yeah, the mithril. Right, I forgot about that. I was maybe going to make something out of that. I don't really think I care, though. I think we've kind of reached the point where it's all or nothing. And we just go for it and see what happens. Man, that's a heavy pair of gloves. Gloves that weigh 42 pounds. Steel, sneaky, assassin gloves. Like, doesn't even make sense. Intelligence, clear mind. Yeah, none of that's gonna help. Alright, armor, one last go. One last go around. Oh, we're waiting for one more axe. Let's just wait for that.
You explore the woods in search of good wood and any other resources when you hear a squeaking voice.
Ouch! Don't pull my head off, man!
you realize the mushroom that you are about to pick is staring at you.
Do we have a Pineconet in this group? No, but we've maybe seen one or something? I don't know. You're one of those Pineconets, right? Woodland Guardians and all. I happen to have some sweet tree sap on me. I heard you like it.
Tree sap? Oh, yes, please. In return, I give you this. But friend, I also need your aid. There's an old den nearby, and my friends were spirited away there by some creature when I was away. Perhaps there are goods there for you as well. Deal?
I don't think I've ever had this outcome for this encounter. Yeah, maybe.
The talking mushroom takes you to what looks like a bear den. It could mean actual bears, or someone is just using it. Either way, this is where your treasure lies.
Do we have, like, divination magic? Can we see what's inside? I cast clairvoyance.
There is clearly someone or something that has been touched by the wings of magic, but they are not strong. You think it is likely of non-human origin. You prepare wards to aid your attack.
Who is this? Not very many, although we do have a shade. Okay. Orc witch, orc fighter, and a rabid bear. Well, this might actually be kind of tough for us. I'm super curious about this. I've never seen this before. Yeah, Naslava, you do the most damage, so just get out there and hurt something, please. Oh, piercing is my bane of my existence. I hate that crap. That's terrible. Who let that be in the game? Well, that's a bummer. Oh wow, you are very sturdy. Well, that is what we got. I don't think anything's gonna, like, break through and hit you, but we also, like, just don't have any other options to spend these guys on. I'll do that. It only moves Naslava, and she can just guaranteed kill the witch first. Just payback, you know?
You defeated the creatures in the den. You go inside and find various goods scattered around the place. It seems like you are too late to save the creature's companions. You also find a big cauldron filled with various woodland ingredients, like mushrooms and even bits of pine cones and twigs. As you try to find the little fella to tell him the bad news, you only find a piece of dried up forest foliage on the ground. It seems like the whole forest behind you weeps.
So we won, but, like, we also lost? That's crazy. What a terrible outcome. I feel so bad. I was trying to help. Huh, that's wild. I've never had that happen before. Never had that encounter. That was pretty cool. Alright, last thing. Somebody... I was gonna replace one of your axes? Yeah, you. I mean, like, the magic's cool and all, but... Come on. Dragonbone axe, right? Like, that's where it's at. Oh yeah, and your armor is terrible. Well, congratulations, you get the Monster Seeker armor. And your stealth is actually pretty good. So enjoy having more dexterity? Whew, yeah, that stuff was terrible. Alright, well, this is it. This is as good as it's gonna get. I'm not gonna, like, grind out any more equipment or anything. We could make better armor. I really want to see if the mithril armor would be better if we just made it. Oh man, why am I doing this to myself? I'm going to want to make a bunch of mithril armor. Why? Somebody stop me. Don't let me do this. Don't let me do this. Why are you letting me do this? Somebody help. Help. Don't make me do this. Yeah, that would be really good. That would be very, very good. I would love to have 100 of those on everybody. We'll make 2. We're gonna go just charge in for the fight. Alrighty, this is it.
You
Here we
approach
go.
the lair of the Umbrage Lord, and it is suitably steeped in grim darkness and stale, musty air. In an underground chamber stands a large figure, barely humanoid, made of pure darkness.
Alright, let's approach the Umbrage Lord.
You finally stand in the presence of the Umbrage Lord, and he is not running this time.
One option that's unavailable, or the 5 very dark red scary skulls. The darkness must be defeated. Attack! So I will say, before we go into this, just real quick, if we went down the other routes, which is the only way I've ever done this before, then we are recruiting, like we're going around and trying to find the actual boss of the giants, the one who's supposed to be like waking them up in small groups and keeping them asleep and making sure they keep the balance and they're singing the song and that all this crap doesn't happen, all this bad, evil, Umbrage darkness stuff. So we go try to find like the Weatherer and the Planet Nick giants and try to recruit the original Weatherer, like the one who is the super boss of all the giants. And you can actually recruit him and get him to come join you only for this fight. And he just helps you do this. And like I said, it's the only way I've done this before. I've never gone into this fight without him. Yet here we are, and the darkness must be defeated. Ooh, look at all the things! So there's an undead giant, an unliving giant, a Meroki, 3 shades, 2 shadow creatures, and the Umbrage Lord himself. I am super terrified. Oh gosh, and we went into this without healing. Oh no, well we're certainly going to lose an elf. Whoops. Oh, there he is. Yeah, look at him. Look at him. 176 blunt damage, so he can take out, he can just permanently kill 2 of my characters with 1 attack. He also has almost 600 HP. And he's going to have just a giant army of minions. So, I'm going to play 2 cards. This is where actually having like a bunch of ranged damage. I said this in the last giant fight, but having a bunch of like really good ranged weapons on everybody would help. Because our support characters are not very useful otherwise. Having swords and shields and like super heavy armor and like really, really high shield stat on things would also help. Not enough to like keep people alive, but you know, 29 extra shielding is not nothing. Also, he's level 79. We're not going to be afflicting him with anything. I'm very lucky that he is confused, so he skips the first round, but whew, that's terrifying. Now here's the question. Do we focus down? Do we try to focus down the Umbrage Lord? Or do we go for everything else? If I play you, you do, let's just say 60 and 30, so you'll do 90 damage. So you'll also do about 90-ish damage. And that's like what we get in on the first turn. Or do we just accept our losses and... No. You'll do a huge amount of damage in total. I think I gotta play a little more cautiously. We gotta deal with these other things. Yeah, because there's gonna be like a bunch of terrible shadow creatures and shades and whatnot that are coming down. I mean, we could also go all in on first action-y stuff. We have one. We have one that works right now. Well, scratch that plan. Yeah. Boy. So if Gottrell attacks the shade here, he can kill it, which will be very good for us. If he attacks the Umbrage Lord, that's just more damage on the Umbrage Lord. That needs to happen sooner or later. If he doesn't kill the Shade, that is 38 damage coming down, which is going to be kind of tough to deal with. I'm doing that just so we can take down the shadow creature. I wish we had a third turn. I confused one of the shades or something. Oh yeah, the Morokis. These are also, or the one Moroki, I guess. It's also super terrible. It's basically just another Umbrage Lord at this point. We do have 2 confusions that we can use, so I'm just going to use them. There's not a lot of other options at this point. Man, everything just sucks. We're gonna get Zmaze in there. We could do a tiny little bit of shieldy stuff, but it really is not going to matter much at this point. I think I just want everybody down and fighting. Honestly, I think that's all we got right now. Alright. Carpe diem, this is it. Round 1. Oh, bummer. Well, that's okay. We confused it, so it's okay. Oh, he's gonna wipe out 2 of us, though. Oh, poor Gotrel! Negative 130. Ah! Oh, the Moroki has Life Leech, too. That's atrocious. Oh, Zmaze old minion. Okay, so he's down to only 2 cards. We all are also 5. We don't even have a full hand right now. Okay, well, Umbrage Lord over here, please. Umbrage Lord over here, please. Please let that one be the Umbrage Lord. He doesn't have any piercing. We know that. So Striga down first. You hit the hardest. Oy. He's like almost half dead-ish. Okay. We have a bunch of first action stuff that we can do. So we might actually be able to pull this off. Okay, the Striga hits for a lot of damage, so I want you up front. For sure. Luckily, we can just do that, because you're very low level. You do stupid damage, so I love it. Perfect. I'm so glad that we brought the extra Striga. Man, grabbing those extra recruits was such a good idea. I almost just charged into the fight without it. Without doing that. Okay, so how much damage do we have here? 40, 70, 80, 90, like 100 damage, almost. You're gonna do 100 damage as well. So that is like actually enough to take out down the Umbrage Lord. I don't even need to do any more first action-y stuff. Alright, we did it. But at what cost? Man, we lost so many characters, but there's really not a lot you can do about it in this fight. All in all, we made out of that quite well.
Defeated by mere flesh creatures? No!
The Umbrage Lord falls to his knees, and the darkness inside of him devours his body, then dissolves into thin air, leaving only small patches behind. One of these patches looks like a shadow creature, but with your victory, you feel you can dominate the fiend to serve you instead.
What is this? What is this? Let me look at it. Oh, two-handed? I mean, the Moonstone's amazing. The Malachite's, frankly, bringing the whole thing down. 14, yeah. Ooh, that's mine, too. Perun's Arrow Bearer. Ooh, that's hard to say. Let's try that again. Perun's Arrow Bearer. That's like a really easy word to just slur together. Perun's Bearer. Who is known for casting down his electrifying arrows from the skies. Yes, please. Bad quality. Nope. Almost good, but no. Sure. Ooh, I like the tactics. Ooh, Mithril. And then Bone. I love when the game's like, yeah, let's randomly create some loot, and it's going to have Mithril! And then just the most garbage bone secondary material ever. So, in memory of Gottrell the Third, or Laiho, man, look at that, 125 wounds. You have, oh, we can't actually look at your health, can we? Zmay's old minion has 94 wounds, negative 36. The Elven Wanderer, negative 30. You could almost recover, but you probably won't. Negative 47 on the Forest Elf. Gottrell the Third got hit the hardest, negative 90. Whew. Baba Yaga, also negative 37. And Orlaiho, negative 28. Yeah, nobody, you guys aren't making it out of that. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'll take a shadow creature, please.
The darkness forms into a creature and obeys your command.
Just another shade. It's fine. It's just another one. We have several of them now. We're replacing all of our dead people with just a bunch of evil shadow monsters. Alright, we did it. That's it. There it is. Warmonger. We got the war victory. Dang, we did! Holy cow, we filled up the bar. We maxed out Perrin in one playthrough. First time I ever played with him, and we've now unlocked every bonus with him. That's crazy. That was awesome. Well, thanks for watching, everyone. That's it. I'm calling it quits. We're officially clicking the end game button. Here it is. There's no going back. And now we have lots of words to read, so buckle up. And so you have learnt that the cosmic tree was destroyed by man, and with it burned the cosmic balance in Thea. As a result, darkness took its cold grip upon the world. You were not swayed by the pleas of the night children, wanting to stay in the dusk, nor were you convinced by the logic of the old scientist who sought to destroy all magic. Upon finding the last remaining hope, the seed of the cosmic tree, you bested the master trickster Zmay and took the seed from his clutches. When the dust settled, the seed took its fresh, fragile roots where once the cosmic tree stood. A single green branch stretched its delicate hand towards you, before disappearing from the realm of man into the safety of another dimension. There it will grow and strengthen, and in centuries to come, the darkness will be beaten, and high magic will return to Thea. Over the next few decades, the curse of the darkness will slowly lift from the souls of the elder children, the elves. You know, the elves were like super useful and very instrumental in our power. Giving them axes and just sending them to the front lines. Smartest decision we could have made. So I don't feel bad about this. I would have felt bad if I actually betrayed the elves and then here they were very useful. It would have felt like we were just, you know, manipulating and abusing them for our own gain, and then discarding them as soon as we're done by destroying all magic, including them. Anyway, in time, they will begin rebuilding their ancient groves to take stewardship of the magical domain once more. Your village will continue to thrive and grow. It will likely meet with many trials and tribulations, but whatever becomes of it, you have secured the future of Thea and of mankind. You've guided your people to solve the mystery of your own divine fate and discover how your godly powers were assaulted. You found the culprits, the scholars from the Grand University of Cracovia, arrogant enough to challenge the Pantheon, and you learned of their mad plan to strip away divine influence from Thea. Your worshippers were brave and worthy enough to face many challenges in your name, and proved themselves true champions of the Pantheon. Your champions chose to honor tradition and restore the old balance of the gods, ensuring stability and prosperity for the future. In their mortal existence, they will likely not bear witness to your full rebirth, but in time, the Pantheon will stand anew and you will take your place among your divine family. The fate of Thea may yet change. Humanity's path will take its twists and turns, but thanks to your brave champions, you will have the power to help your people along the way, whatever road they choose. And now the return of the giants. In the old days, the giants hummed their everlasting song of life, and thus they gave their power to Thea, shaping the mountains, the rivers, and all the lands. Gentle and wise, the builders walked the lands in peace, until came the time of the little folk. The ancient, wondrous creatures became a danger for their smaller kin, and so, with the aid of elder forces, the giants began their eternal slumber. In the state of ever dreaming, their song of life would continue to keep Thea whole, but also to keep the little ones safe. Alas, when the pillars of the world fell and the cosmic tree burnt, all the laws of Thea crumbled into pieces. During the long night, the darkness devoured the lands and extinguished almost all life, before the miraculous return of the sun. But unknown to anyone, it also seeped into the dreams of the giants, slowly corrupting their hearts, minds, and souls. Thus the Umbrage Lord, a creature of pure chaos and destruction, was born and awakened to wreak destruction upon Thea once more. Even after the sun's return, even if the cosmic tree's power was restored, the rise of the giants could undo it all and thrust the lands right back into despair. Just as the Song of Life once gave peace to Thea, so it now had the power to shatter it into pieces. But you, a deity sworn to protect your people, you stood up to the growing darkness, and you guided your followers to face the Umbrage Lord and his shadow minions. As ever, the future remains unclear. Who knows what dangers still lurk behind the veil, but for now, the giants have been tamed once more, and with a bit of luck, you'll survive long enough for them to fall into slumber once again. There we go. That's it. The end. That was awesome. I want to look at one thing real quick. What are Perrin's bonuses? So, you always start with level 1, just when you have a god and you haven't played them yet. If I were to go play a new game with Perrin right now, you would get all these other bonuses. So Blazing Powers, all your villagers get +1 armor, +2 range damage, and +2 damage. Always. Everybody. That's really good. Thundering Wisdom, start with 3 additional advancement points that you can spend right out the gate. So that's like, what, 4 or 5 or something that you could just spend immediately? That's crazy. That's so good. Building Flash, your settlement starts with a smithy, a watchtower, and a palisade already built. Dang, that's so cool. And then Lightning Strikes. Start with +5 health on all your villagers and 2 of the rare crossbows, the Perron's in your inventory. That's sweet. We got one of those at the very end of the game, and now we could start with 2 of them at the very beginning of a new one. Sweet. All right. Well, there we go. That's it. That's the Awakening. I hope you all enjoyed this fantastic journey. I love this game. It is just a phenomenal game. It's so much fun. I love playing it. I love the variety. I love that I have spent like hundreds of hours playing this game and I'm still seeing new quests or new outcomes to old familiar quests that I've never encountered before. There's just a lot of stuff going on here. And then the sequel, it's kind of out. As of right now, in December of the year 2018, the second game, Thea 2, The Shattering, is in early access on Steam. I have not played it yet. I have no idea what to expect, other than that I've heard it's pretty good. And, you know, it's probably going to show up here on the YouTube sooner or later. Sooner rather than later. Pretty soon. You can look forward to seeing that pretty soon. And with that, I'm out. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you in the next Let's Play. And as always, may the grace of the Twilight Dragon be with you.